Hi Stitchers, this is Stitching to Connect Annie. It's been a good 2 weeks since I've seen you last. I've attained over 300 subscribers, so I thank you for all your following. If you found me before, I'm glad you're back. If not and you're new, welcome. This is a channel about cross stitching. I share mostly cross stitching. A little bit of life, I usually put that at the end, so if you're not interested, you can say bye for now, and I usually warn you about that. Sometimes I do some unboxings. I try to put those at the very end so you're surprised, and give you a fair warning on that. I am hoping there's not going to be too much racket outside. They are in the process of repainting our units in our townhome area that we live in. So I have had ladders banging on the outside of the house. It's been all on the outside, but there's a fair amount. We're in a 2-story townhome with a garage, and so there's been a fair amount of banging with 13, 14, I don't know how tall, 2-story ladders on the outside doing the trim. They water blasted it, whatever you want to call that, one day. So that was super noisy. My cat just kind of looked at me and meowed and ran in the closet. She was kind of like, what is all this? Don't they know I'm recovering from surgery? But it's all good. She's fine. She's just back to her normal self. She's doing great. So they are now in the process of, we have a porta potty 20 yards outside my bedroom window, plus a big, huge trailer that they put all their trash in. So we live in a cul-de-sac, so we unfortunately get the snow equipment sometimes parked here, some of the lawn equipment parked here, and then when they're doing something like this major painting, because we live in a area that has over 330 units. So it's been quite an adventure this summer. I think they're done with our unit, and I'm hoping they are. I tried to put my hair so I wouldn't mess with it, and it's still making me mess with it, but I don't know. You get what you get with me. So this probably won't be very long. We'll see what goes on out there. My lighting isn't super terrific, but we're gonna press on. So 2 weeks ago, I kind of reviewed my last video. I try to do that so I don't repeat everything. But 2 weeks ago was the week before I did my unboxing of my Harry Potter Black Needle Society box. We had that virtual retreat. It was fun. It was super fun. It was my first one of those. I had done the Gilmore Girls retreat, virtual retreat, for 2 summers. And then I thought, well, I'm going to do the Harry Potter one because it was so much fun. This was a lot of fun. And I inadvertently got to be a team Quidditch captain, which was an honor that they would choose me, but also kind of scary. Our team, everybody kind of sat back and said, we weren't volunteering, let's put it that way. So Katie reached out to me and said, would you, either that or she just appointed me. I think she just appointed me. Said, okay, Annie is your team captain. And I was like, what? And I messaged him and I said, I'll do my best. And it was super fun. It was just a matter of some administration and organization. And we actually won one match because we caught the snitch. So that was super fun. It was all good fun. It was all good fun. It was just a really fun weekend because of that. And what else happened? Oh, the banging. No, it wasn't. I don't know if they were painting yet. Something else was going on that weekend that I had to pay attention to. Oh, I know. The freezer in our garage went out. So one night my husband yelled at me at about 10:30 at night. He'd just gotten home and he said, the freezer's out. some of this meat needs to be cooked. And I said, well, let's move it into the fridge right now, because it was 10:30 at night, and I did not want to cook at 10:30 at night. So I said, let's move it into our fridge and I'll cook tomorrow. So in between all the activities and events, I was down cooking. I was air frying and what's that other thing that you do? Pressure cooking and all kinds of, because it was super hot too. It was like in the high 90s. I didn't want to run the oven. And so I was just madly cooking up all the chicken that had thawed. And it wasn't too bad. We caught it early. What had happened is somehow it tripped a breaker. And so our fridge went off in the garage. Fridge freezer went off in the garage. And thank goodness Robert checked it that night. Just, I don't know why. Maybe he was putting something away. Maybe he was getting something out. But the lights were out. And so we were like, okay. So that's what interrupted some of my event time. Was I was down trying to get all that meat cooked up, put in frozen again, or get it ready for meals by Ziploc bagging it and all that. So that was kind of interesting. That was an adventure. Also, I was keeping an eye on Kitty Cat because she was like 2 weeks out from her surgery. And she did really, really well. And other than that, I was jumping on and off, and it was fun. It was fun. I didn't get a lot of stitching done, though, between the cooking, which takes a toll on my hand. Which also reminds me to put my braces back on. Takes a toll on my arthritis. And I can only do so much. And then I couldn't stitch because I had done all that cooking. So, anyway, all that to say, I think I showed it to you. The pattern we had for our Frogwarts was this one. I really am excited to get this done. And I started on him because he was kind of in the middle. So the Dementor, I got that much of him done. He is basically outlined. And now I just have to fill him in. So, like I said, I did not get a lot of stitching done. I was trying to organize my team and do the cooking, and it's a little chaotic. Just a tad chaotic. But fun. It was really, really fun. So that's in my bag. It may go to cross stitch camp with me. I'm not sure what I'm taking yet. Cross stitch camp, that's not what it's called. It's called Black Needle Society Camp. I think that's what it's called. In a week from Thursday. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Going to Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. I'll be flying, so I'm looking forward to that in a little over a week. The other task I had on my plate in the last 2 weeks was one of my best friends, her second daughter was getting married, and I shortened the mother's dress and the grandmother's dress, or her mother. The mother of bride's dress, Jenny's dress, and her mother's, the grandmother of the bride's dress. So I had to cut it off. We had to do some fittings. Her dress was in panels, so I had to take it apart. And so I had to get that done. And again, with my hand, I have to pace myself. So I happily took that to Jenny's house today. Her mom's dress was done, but I happily took that to Jenny's house today. It fit great. The length is great. Her wedding is the weekend of the Black Needle Society camp, so I wanted to make sure I had that off my plate. So got that done. So that was a little bit more stitching too. So I haven't done as much stitching as I'd like in the last 2 weeks. Busy week. Gave you a little more life than I thought I would, but that's what's going on. So for the Black Needle Society camp, we are doing a smalls exchange. So if you don't want to have any chance of getting my small, or knowing what you're getting for a smalls, look away, because I'm going to show you my small that I've been working on. I'm almost done with it. So it's the Lindy Stitches Saltwater Scrapbook. It's this one here with the ship. For Stitchcon, I did this one for my smalls. So I'm doing this one right here. I picked my own threads, so it looks a little different than that one, but I'm super excited about it. And that's how much I have done. It's a little more whimsical than the original, but it's super fun. The theme, so all I have to do is fill in the white in the sails, do the portholes and a little bit of trim on the boat, I think, and then she's done. Is that right? Oh, I have to fill in the flag. To do a little bit of adjustment here and there. It is, as Pam said, stitching in the land of good enough, because I did fudge a couple places. But on the whole, I'm very, very happy with it. I did some variegated thread on the fish. That's a flying fish, by the way, because it's in the sky. I love whimsy. And I chose all my own colors. Kind of kept it sort of what it was, but yeah, I'm super excited about it. So I need to fully finish that and put it together for the Smalls Exchange. I'm very excited about that. Here's my color palette. I used the same color palette as I used for the sharks and the fishes did the other one. I'd really like to do, I like all of them. I'm probably going to redo them. This is the pattern. She collaborated last year. You probably all know this. She collaborated last year with Janine McGowan of the Blue Flower. And they did those all together. And I love all of them. I happen to just get Lindy Stitches one. But I love him. He's a lot of stitching. So I tried to pick something that wasn't a lot. These two were not a lot of stitching. Not really a whole lot. These guys, a lot of white stitching, which is not my favorite. But I do love them because they reminded me so much of mine from Finding Nemo. And I think that's kind of elegant. I kind of thought of doing this, but it looked like it was more stitching than this one. And I knew I was kind of limited in my time frame. So anyway, sorry if I spoiled it for anybody, but that's what I'm taking for my fully finished. And then at Stitchcon, a lot of people were leaving at our spots different floss drops. And they were using them for floss drops, but they were like little cards. And so I ordered some. So these are mine. Has floss name, number, stitching to connect Annie. I didn't get real fancy. Pardon me. I didn't get really fancy. Next time I'll know how to lay it out better. But I wanted to get them ordered quickly. So I got them from Vistaprint. And that's my girl. She's going to go with me. That's my girl that had the surgery a month ago. It'll be a month this Thursday. Can't believe it. Yeah. And she's all healthy and well. She's doing really great. So she's going with me. Box of 100. So I'll give everybody a couple of these. And I think there's going to be like 100 people there. So I'll probably give 50. I ordered little gift bags for those too. So I'm a little bit ahead on that game, which I have not been in the past. So that's what I have stitched for the most part. I did work, and see, I can't remember if I showed you my Gilmore Girls. I'm just gonna get it out here and show it to you real quick. This is how much I've done on Gilmore Girls. I'm loving it. It's so fun. That may go with me to camp. I don't know. I don't know. I know, and we're supposed to get a project there for a camp too, that they're supplying everything for. They are supplying a fairly big 150 by 130 or something size, or 180 by 150. I'm not positive about that. Anyway, they're supplying the 28 count, I believe, fabric. So I'm going to take a few, and they are not telling us what colors or anything. So I'm assuming they're going to supply the thread, the floss, definitely the fabric, and they're not telling us colors. So I'm going to take a few of my 14, 16, 18 count Aidas with me in case I decide I want to do it on Aida. And I have enough of those in some neutral colors and some colors I really like. So that's my plan for that. What else have I been stitching on? That's all I've been stitching on. So that's my progress on stitching. I will show you some of my haul. So during Gilmore Girls, I won this, which is super fun. It's called Feeling Crabby, and it's a Biscornu. If I had gotten my stuff together, I guess I didn't tell you the theme of the camp is summer. I hope that the sailing ship is summer. I think of it as summer. Anyway, it's summer. So somebody's getting a sailing ship. That is really fun. But I think if I'd done that, I'd have wanted to keep it. So I'm really wanting to do this. I have not done a Biscornu. So it's called Feeling Crabby. It's by Meridian Designs. I won this in one of the basket or bin or bucket giveaway things. You have a number and they draw your number during the lives, and I won this one. So that's fun. I won 2 during Frogwarts that I'll show you when they get here, except I think because I'm going to camp that the gals are holding it for me at camp, and I'll get it at camp. So, and that's fine. So I won 2. I won a Christmassy one, and I won a summer one. A summer one. So that's fun. I got my Forbidden Fiber Co. fabric. It's Watermelon Sorbet. It's 28 count cashel linen. I thought I had ordered Lugana, but I guess they do have Lugana. Oh well, it's fine. But it's beautiful. It really is. It really is very nice. It's very pretty. It's called Watermelon Sorbet. I think I said that. Anyway, I got that. So that's fun. I got my On the Radio Lugana. This is who I get Lugana from, is Fortnite Fabrics. I get Forbidden Fiber and Fortnite Fabrics tongue-tied all the time. They're all Fs. Just like I get Color and Cotton and the other one. See, I can't remember what it's called. Color and Cotton and... what's the other one called? Wow. I don't have any. Color and Cotton. Whatever the other CNC is. I always get those two mixed up too. This one's called On the Radio, and it's 28 count Lugana. That's the Lugana I get. So it's a pretty purple. And I love purple. Oh, it's got lots of pinks in it too. This is showing up really well. This is good. It's pretty good light. Might not be great for my face, but it's good on, look at how pretty that is. That's very pretty. So I still haven't done anything but Aida, so I'm venturing into that in the very near future. So that's one I got. And then my Forbidden Fibers, and I think I'm using a couple of these on, maybe I pulled them. Really pretty Forbidden Fiber colors. I don't know if I did or not. Wow. A lot of them. Beautiful. Sterling. All of these, pretty much all of these have some variety of variegation. Purple Rain. Wow. Now that's a lot of variegation. Fruit Punch. I think I pulled a couple of these for my Gilmore Girls summer stitch. Shamrock. Just pretty straight green. Not a lot of variegation in that one. But this has variegation. This is called, oh, this is a one of the kind, so I don't know what. This has some blues and greens in it. Oceany, which you know me in the ocean. I love it. I Said. Again, this has very little variegation, if any. Ocean, which is a good ocean color. I like that. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to put a border on that sail and ship. I put a border on my shark. And I haven't quite decided how I'm going to fully finish this. It probably will be a flat fold if my hands cooperate. This is Forever in Blue Jeans, which is a great blue. It's got some variegation. Frankincense. Peachy Keen. Highlighter. It looks like a highlighter. Totally. And Petunia, which is pink, purples. Light purple, dark purple. So, I've gotten quite a bit of that. Quite a bit of floss. I need to put them in my spreadsheet and get them stored. Because of my cat adventure, where'd she go? She's out of her cubby. My cat adventure, I am going to be going through all my stitching things upstairs and down. Downstairs is where all my sewing is. And I really want to get some sewing projects done, started, and finished this fall that have been kind of hanging around and lurking. Not necessarily started, but finished. The first being my grandson's quilt. I really want to get some of that done, so I need to weave that into my plans for stitching during the day and my hand activity. I'm going to the doctor in August, and I'll let you know what occurs with that. I got another piece of, what is this? This is, wow, I didn't mark this. This isn't marked. It's called My Little Dove. I'd have to, oh, here, oh, it is marked. It's 14 count Zygarde Ada. And it's grays. I think I got this to do that Independence Hall piece on, and then I got another piece that I liked even better. I ordered this, then I got another piece I liked even better when I went to Stitchcon that I'm doing that on. So that's a good basic gray that will definitely house some stitching, and it's 14 count, so I can do fun things on that. Wow, that's really all I have today, and that's kind of surprising, but honestly, that's all I've done with stitching on their dresses and that whole week of virtual retreat. And then yeah, so need to finish this because, again, a week from Thursday I'm going to camp. And then plans, this is the life part. So if you're done listening to me ramble on today, it was great to see you. I hope you're having a good summer. It's finally cooled off a little. We're having 80-degree temperatures now. I don't know what's going on with my hair. I'm getting it cut and colored this week. Definitely needs it. So I hope you're having a good summer. And if you don't want to hear any more life, then, you know, you can check out. But I'll talk a little bit about what my plans are for the rest of the summer. And then we'll say bye for now. So this was a quick one. So bye for now, and I'll see you next time. If you aren't checking out, my daughter is coming. So I'm going to Black Needle Society Camp Retreat, which I'm very excited about. Like I said, they've got a project they're going to give to us, or have us give it to us if we work on it or not. I don't know if I will or not. But I'm taking a couple of things, and then with that, I think I'll be good. So I'm excited for that. And then, so I'll be gone all next weekend. And then the week I get back, go to the doctor on Monday. I'm seeing about my blood pressure and getting my medicine changed for that. And then talking to her about my hand and my arthritis and see if I can get maybe some ideas about options for that. Thankfully, my left hand is good. Other than it's just kind of wacko looking. But it doesn't have the huge knuckles and the huge problems that this hand has. So I'm hoping I can get some good advice on that. We're hoping. And get my blood pressure medicine evened out because that's still going up and down a lot. And then my daughter's coming that week from DC. She has a work activity up in the mountains that next week, and so she's coming Friday and spending the weekend with us. And she called this morning and said, what do you think about going to the preseason Bronco game that Saturday night? I was like, oh yeah, that would be really fun. So I think we're going to do that. I got to get on the horn and get some tickets because it's the first preseason game, and we have Russell Wilson this year. We are going to have a star quarterback for our season this year. And so it's going to be an exciting Broncos year, I think. And so it's going to be crazy off the rails, the first preseason opener game. So I'm sure we'll be lucky to get any kind of decent tickets that we don't pay a fortune for. And then I texted her, I said, are you going to be working on Monday, or do you want to take a half day and do a spa day? So I think we're going to do a spa day, which will be fun. She hasn't been home since 2019, Christmas 2019, right before the pandemic. Yeah. So it'll be fun to have her here. I'm excited about that. Then in September, my daughter and her husband are going for their belated 20th anniversary trip to Portugal for 2 weeks. And so I'm going to go to DC and be with my grandkids who are 17 and almost 16 for 2 weeks and kind of be the adult in the house because Josie's will be a senior in high school, and she's driving. And Nathaniel will have his driver's permit, so I'm sure he and Miss Grammy will be out practicing driving, which could be really fun or totally nerve-wracking. We'll see. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll be there 2 weeks. I will definitely take my stitching. I'll have plenty of time to stitch, but it'll be a really fun time. So I'm looking forward to that. And then in October, I'm going to see my son and his wife in Seattle. So I have some big travel plans, good big travel plans. We have not gotten COVID, knock on wood. I'm even thinking of maybe at least wearing a shield at the Black Needle Society camp, just to see if it just seems like a smart thing to do with this, this variant that seems so rampant and so contagious and so many people get. And a lot of people got COVID at Stitchcon. I didn't. But I'm also very careful. I do the hand disinfectant a lot. I'm very careful about, I don't hug people I don't know. I'm pretty careful. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe, and hopefully maybe in a few months we'll get another vaccine. And so that'll help with that situation. But I think we need to still be vigilant. And I am 71, so I need to be smart about my health. Okay. I'm right at a half an hour. I think I've rambled on enough. So it was so great to see you again. And I don't think I will be filming again till I get back from Independence. So I will have fun things to share with you about the retreat. And that'll be a lot of fun. So I hope you have a really good 2 weeks of stitching and fun. And we will see you later. Bye for now. This is Stitching to Connect Annie.